The Sharps are on Loyola-Chicago, and the public is on Kansas State. It's a good betting game. We're gonna need Loyola. Nick Bogdanovich of William Hill, U.S. Photo by USA Today Sports. The Sharps are on Loyola-Chicago, and the public is on Kansas State. It's a good betting game. We're gonna need Loyola. Nick Bogdanovich of William Hill, U.S. Photo by USA Today Sports. 2 spots in the Final Four are up for bids later today, as the Elite Eight gets underway in the NCAA tournament. Covers checks in on the action and line movement for both games, with insights from Nick Bogdanovich, Director of Trading for William Hill US in Las Vegas, and DJ Fields, odds consultant for offshore sportsbook bookmaker.eu. Number 11 Loyola-Chicago Ramblers vs. Number 9 Kansas State Wildcats. Open, pick, move, -1, move, -1.5, move, -1. Loyola-Chicago and its biggest fan, Sister Jean, have taken the nation by storm over the past 2 weeks. The Ramblers, 31-5 Sioux, the 1st of September 22 ATS, haven't lost a game since Jan. 31, 13-0 Sioux, 10-3 ATS, and the bright lights of the Big Dance certainly haven't scared them off. On Thursday night, Loyola squeaked out another tight victory, edging number 7 Nevada 69-68, as a 1-point underdog. Kansas State is also on a surprise run, taking out one of the all-time Blue Bloods to reach tonight's 6:09 p.m. ET South Region Final. The Wildcats 25-11 Sioux, 16-17 ATS, led No. 5 Kentucky almost the entire game and withstood a few charges to claim a 61-58 win as a 5-point pup Thursday. The Sharps are on Loyola-Chicago, and the public is on Kansas State. Bogdanovich said of activity at dozens of William Hill's Las Vegas shops among more than 100 across Nevada. It's a good betting game. We're gonna need Loyola. Bookmaker.eu also opened this game at Pick'em. What else do you do when you have a team that's needed 3 straight game-winning shots in the last seconds against a team whose highest shooting percentage in the tournament is 46%? Fields pondered, speaking respectively of Loyola and K-State. It looks like gamblers think the Ramblers' Cinderella run is about to come to an end. When the line opened, it was all Kansas State money coming in. We went from pick to K-State -1.5 before one of our most respected gamblers surprised us with a play on Loyola. We settled in with Kansas State as a 1-point favorite, out of deference to the aforementioned player. There seemed to be some questions about the offensive efficiency of both teams, as we have seen smart money favoring the under. The total opened at 127 and ticked down a notch to 126.5 at Bookmaker. If you're in the market for an online sportsbook, check out in-depth reviews of the best books and sign-up bonuses at oddsshark.com. Number 9 Florida State Seminoles vs. Number 3 Michigan Wolverines. Open, -4.5, move, -4. File Florida State under the category of another team not expected to be here. After taking out West Region No. 1 seed Xavier in the second round, the Seminoles, 23-11 Sioux, 1-8-1-3-1 ATS, hammered perennial tournament darling and No. 4 seed Gonzaga 75-60 as a 4-point dog Thursday. Michigan was a trendy tournament pick in many brackets after rolling to the Big Ten tournament title. The Wolverines, 31-7 Sioux, the 1st of December 24 ATS, are on a 12-game win streak and have cashed 10 times in that stretch. In Thursday's regional semi against Texas A&M North Carolina by 21. It's essentially the same thing as the first game today. The Sharps are on the dog, and the public will be on Michigan, Bogdanovich said of this 8:49 p.m. ET start. It's lightly bet right now. The other game has got a lot more money in the pot. But by the time it tips off, there'll be plenty of money in the pot. We'll need Florida State. Bookmaker.eu opened the Wolverines -4 and moved the line to 5 before bouncing down to 3.5 today. It's going to be defense versus depth when Michigan takes on Florida State, Fields said. We opened a little bit lower than some, with Michigan as a 4-point favorite, and immediately got hit with action on the Wolverines. We moved to 4.5 and even used 5 very briefly, before dropping back down. The public seems to have fallen in love with moneyline parlays involving both Michigan and Villanova, so we will be looking for an upset somewhere to those tickets. The public also seems to think that over is the play here, but with Michigan's defense and the one-day turnaround from the last game, we are not ready to move much, from 143.5. Bookmaker did tick up to 144, then dipped to 143 before going back to 143.5. Patrick Everson is a Las Vegas-based senior writer for Covers. Follow him on Twitter, @covers.